Welcome to How to Beat the Strap. It's not a terribly difficult boss, but in case people are having trouble with it, here's how to do it. The first stage, you gotta learn how to dodge these beam attacks. And here's something you need to learn about. As you can see, I touched that little square there. For any stage that you think is difficult, use this as an opportunity to get free damage in. After you touch that, she goes up and explores it to try to fix it or God knows do what. And you just get free damage. You can usually get a charge shot in, which I did not do there because I didn't actually mean to touch it there. Because the first stage is pretty easy, but touch it while she's running over to it, charge up a shot, and then release as soon as she gets close enough. Other than that, the first stage is learning mostly how to dodge these beam attacks. Get behind, get a little damage in. Maybe get a charge shot like that if you can, every once in a while. And there's not that much else to it. Then you start the close quarter combat stage. You got a pretty basic melee attack. Also her beam attack still. I think you can get a charge attack if you are quick enough. But it's safer to just go ahead and get, a regular combo on her there. There's a charge attack, but it is unnecessary. And then we're off to Phase 2. Phase 2 is when things start to get a little more annoying. You get a lot of these, slow homing shots, which means it's just harder to get close to her. You'll see me using the square there because I just don't like this stage very much, so it's an easy way to get rid of her. Somehow I missed my charge shot there. Lord only knows how. Now if you use these squares, they do come back, but it takes quite a while, so you can only use them maybe 2 or maybe 3 times each. So use them only on stages that you particularly hate. And also you see this box up here. I think a lot of people don't know about that. If you shoot that, she goes up and she searches that thing too. So it's another way to get free damage. See, there's another one up there. She went, and you can just get a little more free damage. This is the only boss in the game that I think has something like this, but take advantage of it. If there's just a particular area that a stage that you don't like, or an attack that you don't like, take her out of it by, hitting one of those. Close quarter combat, she starts with her sweeping attacks. They're not that terrible. More beam attacks still. And the occasional melee. Go left. And you are through it, and we're on to stage 3. Okay, stage 3, here we go. She starts doing quite a bit more melee. She's got a 3-hit attack. The third attack is fairly delayed, so be careful. The first time I went through this boss, that third attack got me almost every time. Be careful with it. Here you can reflect these, and you definitely should. A lot of the pink homing shots from any boss can be reflected for decent damage. So that's something you should get used to in this boss, and remember it for upcoming bosses. Here's just the timing you can see on her 3-hit attack. Good opportunity to get some melee damage in afterwards. Other than that, there's nothing too remarkable about this stage. Because of those pink shots, you can get through it fairly easily. Just continue to dodge beam attacks. Hope she does lots of pink shots because they're real easy to reflect and get damage in. And be careful about her melee attack. You can completely dodge that melee attack if you feel like it, and just concentrate on getting damage after beam attacks and whatnot if you feel like it. If you're not good enough, that's fine. And her close quarter combat stage here isn't terribly different. She's got a 2-hit combo there. The timing is tough on it. I didn't like it. I found it a little tough, but you can still get a decent amount of damage in. After that, you can get charge shots in, again, after her beam attacks, if you start them quickly enough. You have to get behind on that one to get damage in, and stage 4, here we go. More melee attacks from her. More beam attacks. Not a huge difference so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the timing on that. There's a small pause between the first two and the last two. Not too hard to get through though. This 1, 2, and one big one. You should try to get a charge dodge on that one, unlike what I did there. The first two, you get regular dodges over it, and then the third one, charge up a dodge. And get a large charge dodge over it. You can bait very often those attacks. If you're very good at parrying them, you can usually bait them. You can fall off the side of the stage, so be careful there. 1, 2, here's the third one. Charge shot over. If you're quick, I think you can get a little melee damage in there, but it's not that important. But you can certainly try. Here's the timing. 1, 2, 3, 4. And other than that, the stage isn't that hard to get at least past through her close quarter combat. I was not being quite as careful as I should though. My health is pretty low. 1, 2, she's still got the 2-hit combo with their scythe. She's still got charged attacks, and you can get your charged attack in for quite a bit of damage. You see, I actually charged up my shot there with the right stick. A lot of people don't know about that. You can do that, and then you can get a ton of damage. And see, I charged it up again. You can see your next hit does a lot of damage. Dodge, parry, and then see, one normal hit took off a quarter of her health since I was charged up there. And then we start stage 5, I believe. Stage 5 always starts in the same way. It's hunter and prey, but you don't really have to do anything. The same thing always happens no matter what. You can just run around, and eventually she's going to find you, and she's going to do a grab attack. So just get ready to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle as fast as possible. You can get right out of it. It's not that hard. It always starts out the same way. I don't like this stage because now she has full mobility. I don't like it. So I try to save these little squares for this stage. It's just me personally, but I like using them on stage 2 and here on stage 5 to make these stages as quick as possible. You see, she takes a lot of melee damage in this stage. She's quite dangerous, so I think they wanted to be able to take her out pretty quickly. And starting close quarter combat. She is different now. She's got that jump attack. She's still got a beam attack, which is no change there. I was not quick enough on my charge attack. Got a couple hit combo. More beam attacks. But you do quite a bit of damage to her in this stage. You can try to charge up a shot like I did there. I didn't get it fully charged though, so didn't do any extra damage. And here we are, finally on the last stage, which looks very scary at first, but isn't that bad. Stage 6. Alright, usually the last stage of a boss is kind of bullet helly, and this one looks bad at first, but after you realize that you can just cancel out her shots with your shots, and not that bad. Although the purple shots are annoying, granted, because they're homing. Just go ahead and try to shoot them. Try to stay back as far as possible so that, you have more space and more time to shoot. And now it changes. She goes a little crazy with her beam attacks, destroying all things that you can use for cover. Just do charged dodges here. I think it's the best way, it's the easiest way, and it's the safest way. You can just charge shot, charge, charge, charge. You have enough time to charge between, so you can just let go, and it's as easy as that. Go up, get a bit of tiny damage in. Let's start close quarter combat, where all you want to do, because she's orange here, is dodge. 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 Watch out for that. And you're done. You beat her. Good luck, everybody.